What is going on, crew? Good to have you guys in here. I hope you're having a fantastic day today, folks. Well, you're not going to believe it, but we are building probably the most expensive farm we have ever built. Guys, we have spent 10 million bucks just getting this farm up and running. It is absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to show it to you today. We're going to take a look at the ultimate farm build in Farm Sim. This is going to be an absolute crazy farm. Absolutely crazy. Not your traditional farm, but this is an absolutely massive farm operation we got going on here. We're just setting things up. We had some money to burn, and we built the craziest farm you're going to see. So $10 million farm coming at you. Let's get to work on this, guys. Pitter patter. Just pulling in right now. Now, be aware, this is a John Deere farm. Of course, this is going to be a John Deere farm. This here's our new stomping grounds for our ultimate farm. Yeah, this is the main shop and main office we're going to pull into right now. Let me show you around what we got planned. Let me just pull the Chev up. The 2020 GMC. I shouldn't say Chev. The 2020 GMC, of course, the Sierra. Shut that down. Not a bad ride, actually. Look at that thing. So let's start. We'll take a walk into the main entrance of our office area, guys. Well, it's a Gertie's home now, essentially. Oh, of course, we've got... Yeah, you know it, right? We've got my office in behind here as well, folks. Of course, you've got to have a fairly decent sized office back here. Of course, you know where this building, right? The Elk Mountain Ranch. Go check them out on Facebook if you want this shop, guys. Fantastic shop. Now, as we move back into the main shop area on the back side here, it's still a little empty. I mean, we just moved in, folks. We've got room. There's so much room for activities back here. I'm telling you. I mean, look around back here. There is just so much space, and then, well, up we go. Yeah, we've got more space up on top as well. It's kind of ridiculous the amount of space we have in this shop. It's actually getting a little stuffy in here. We should probably turn those fans on. There we go. Get that on. Lights are kind of off in here. It's kind of dark in here. Let's get the lights on too. There we go. That's better. Can see now. Now, as far as equipment, guys, like I said, this is our main shop right now. This is going to be the main shop building for this crazy farming. We've got our backup power generator back there. But in here, well, you can see the equipment we've got. If we start down at the end, this is probably one of the smaller tractors we have. 8400R, guys. Oh, man. And this is just kind of the tip of the iceberg. I mean, as we go down the line, 8370, the RT, and then we move up to some of the big boys. The 9560R, we got two of these. These are, well, with the trips as well. Look at those things. We got two of these bad boys because those are going to be, well, basically our cart pullers, right? We need something, a little bit of juice, a little nays behind it to get through some of the bigger fields we're going to be running into. And then down at the very, very end, well, we've got our spreader, the 4940, along with, well, both lime and fertilizer, and then, of course, liquid fertilizer spraying capabilities. So we've got options for all that. Now, I mean, we said we had a $10 million farm. That does not include the equipment. Take that into account. I mean, if you sit and look at this bay alone, we're looking at probably around 400,000. I mean, we're close to, I bet you, $3 to $4 million in equipment just in this shop. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. I'm telling you, folks, this is a crazy farm. This is the ultimate farm. Now, I know some of you are going to say, well, it's John Deere. It can't be the ultimate farm. Yeah, I know. Get over that. It's all right. It's all right. How about the backside? Let's open the back door up here. You got to take a look at this. You got to see what we got here. Oh, boy. So we got a little bit of a staff area back here, a little patio for some barbecues. Well, you had a long day in the field. You could just come out here for lunch even. Come out in the back, and we've got a little barbecue back here on, well, a little pond. We've got a little pond back here. Can chill out by the pond. I hope the mosquitoes aren't too bad. We'll have to do something about that. But anyways, not a little bad place. So now as we come out the front and go over to, well, more of our storage shop over here. One of our many storage shops, but this is our main storage shop for the most part. Let me open up these doors quickly. There we go. We got a couple of Freightliner grain trucks in here as well. So these are our main transportation trucks, of course. We got two of them right now. We'll see if that's enough. We may end up going up to something a little bit bigger. These Demco trailers we got, guys, they are absolutely massive. So they should be enough. I think that those two trailers should be enough for what our needs are going to be. Maybe we may have to add another one. We'll see. But as you can see, I mean, look at the shop. Now, there's a few bucks in this shop as well. I said there was a lot of money over there. Well, if you look at the tractors and trailers here we got, I mean, that's pretty expensive to begin with. But then you look this direction, like, yeah, there's a lot more going on here too. Only the single DB90 or DB120, sorry, no, it's not the 90. This is the 120, the DB120. So that's around 500,000 bucks just alone right here. We've got a couple MacDon headers, 45 foot Draper backed on headers over here, folks. And then on the other side, two 1432 J&M auger trailers. Tracked, of course. And then for our harvesting needs, well, this is ridiculous, but we have two John Deere X9 combines. Two of them. These are $1 million a pop. Just shy of $1 million. So, you know how I said $10 million? Once again, doesn't include any of the stuff that's actually put in here. I mean, we probably have, what, like another $5 million worth of equipment just sitting in the shop right here. Let's get these doors opened up, shall we? Nice and easy. Get all our lights on. Our floodlights are on outside right now. We'll fire everything up here. I still have some more room in this shop if we do need. I may think about buying a second planting unit. We'll see. I haven't decided if we need more than that or not yet, but I mean, right now, this is pretty posh. We've got quite a bit of stuff. Now, as we turn around and we leave, we go to the second building. Our second, well, it's kind of the toy warehouse is what I'm kind of thinking this here is, guys. Yeah, it's still a shop building, but it's more the odds and ends, I would call it that, and it's more the fun stuff. I mean, generally speaking, at least. Let's you know what? Let's open some doors up first, shall we? So in Bay 1, of course, we do have a front loader, which is always required on the farm. We got a baler back here because, well, I didn't have space for it anywhere else quite yet, so the baler just got kind of jammed back there. But Bay 2, well, we got some toys, and same with Bay 3. They're just toys, guys. We've just got, it's the toy warehouse. We got some trucks. We got our trailer back there. We got, well, a couple of muscle cars, some new versus old, or old versus new. Let me know in the comments, old or new? The old Ford 302 or the new Challenger, the Hellcat? Which one would you go for? And of course, well, we needed a pontoon boat. You got to see this thing. I mean, seriously, not shabby, not too shabby at all. You guys feel like going out for a day on the water? We'll go hang out in the pontoon boat. You know what? It only does have the 80 horse on it. This should have two 150s in the back of it, I would think, at least. That 180 is going to be a tough one to push this thing, but that's all right. You know what? Maybe we can upgrade that at some point in time. Oh, you know what? What else? We should open the windows up in this. Let me just open those on up. There we go. And all automated windows. Look at that. Automated windows upstairs so you can get some proper airflow through this thing. Just in case, you know, what we fill it with exhaust. You can open those windows up automatically, and look at that. Isn't that sweet? And then lastly, we do have a small little, well, it's our yard work shed. I've only got one little thing in this thing so far, guys. We got a little Kubota in here with a mower. That's it. That's all we got. A little bush hog with a Kubota. So this can get us around just the yard area, essentially, and help us mow down some of the stuff when it gets a little unruly. So there you have the main shop, guys. Not too bad, right? Now, like I said, $10 million. We're not quite at 10 million as far as buildings go. So let's go for a little trek into the back. Let's grab the the GMC, and we'll go around the back. Now that pond that's in behind our main shop warehouse here, it does kind of block off access to the larger part of the backside. So you do have to come down the second gravel road, which leads in behind. So this road here will lead us in behind to, well, our massive $1.25 million silo system. This is a little bit ridiculous as well. An absolute crazy silo system. We've got dryers right there as well. As you can see, brand new silo system, guys. This should last us a while and is an absolute massive amount. I don't even know how many bushels this thing holds, but you can just see it's how many bins we got there, guys. This is absolutely massive. Should be pretty good to put a few crops in, I would say. Now, not only that, this leads right into, well, the next part of this farm. This farm was, well, she's a horse farm, folks. This is a massive horse farm. So we've got a bunch of horse pastures over here. We have riding arenas. We have training and breeding areas. And, well, we have equipment to go along with all of it. Let me shut this down. We'll hop on out, and I'll give you a quick tour. So if we want to start on the outside, we can kind of scroll around in behind here, go for a little walkabout. In behind, we've got a small outdoor riding arena right here that kind of, you know what, overlooks a field, overlooks some of the ponds, the backside of the farm over there. And then inside over here, we have the indoor riding arena for the days when the weather is just not cooperating. So you want to do some training? Well, we've got all your bases covered here. Of course, right here, you have just your pasture for keeping your horses. And then over on the far side here, this here is our maintenance building. This is the storage shop for, well, pretty much just equipment for the most part. So inside, we've got the small John Deere 6M. Look at this little guy. Brand new, the 2020. Once again, looks good. I love the coloring on this. The black with green. It kind of gets rid of most of the yellow. I'm loving the look of this little John Deere. And then, of course, we've got a 2019 actually, Dodge Ram 3500 dually with a nice looking horse trailer as well. This one here, I believe we can put 3 or 4 horses in this off the top of my head, but that's the kind of the day use trailer. You guys probably already saw the one behind me, right? Yeah, this one here, this is our multi-day. This is almost like our camping, our show unit. If we're going out to any events, we can load up some horses in this, take this out. We can stay right in this, and it's being pulled by an F650, of course. Yeah, this here is one heck of a setup. Oh man, absolutely loved it. Look at that. That looks so good. I think we're going to need to get some race horses as well. That's something we really don't have yet. That's one thing I maybe have to push into, is getting maybe some race horses. We do have a little round building out here as well, roundhouse, as well as just an open area down here that we can do what we want with. But anyways, that there is the horse area right now. We'll see where we go with this. I mean, there's some nice buildings in here, a lot of options. We don't have anything for racing yet. This is more for your show horses, of course, and your jump horses. But you know what? There's a lot of possibilities and a lot of options down here. Let me keep on showing you what else we got back as we move back into the back side of the farm here. Let me close these doors up. And we'll take a look at some of the last couple buildings. And, well, of course, the farmhouse. So moving past the horse riding area, here we go, folks. All of our seed, our fertilizer tanks, everything has just been filled up down here as well. So we've got seed, fertilizer, lime, everything down right here, liquid and solid fertilizer. So everything is good to go. Look at this. This road still needs to be softened out a little bit. It's a little rough. But then right beside it, we do have an outbuilding right here. This little annex, the annex building, I guess we might call it that. We've got some storage in here as well for some cultivators, some plows. I still need to get some windrowers. There's one thing I know I don't have yet. And then we've got the 18 row crop headers down here as well for any kind of corn harvesting we may end up doing. So that's all stored down here. This is kind of the odds and ends and just a field workshop for the most part, right? Beside that, folks, that is our hay shed. That's going to be for our hay barn, mostly for our horses, to be honest with you. Hay and straw will store all down right here. And as we continue down this road, this leads right to the farmhouse. Just kind of meanders down around the horse area. You can see we got the moving truck in right now. Everything is starting to get moved in, guys. Let me pull on beside the garage here. I mean, yep, the house is coming together slowly. We're slowly getting everything set up in here as we walk on through. Let me show you off the back porch, actually, because that's really what you're going to want to see. I mean, look at this view. This is the view from the house right off the back here. I mean, we're so secluded back here. No one's really around. I mean, the house is... There's the main road goes in front of that white building, of course, which is our main shop. There's nothing else you can see from here. And then off the side, we got a little bit of a pond right off there. And then, of course, we've got our swimming pool. You can't have a farmhouse without a swimming pool, can you? We've got our swimming pool patio area out here. And then, well, you can walk the path over to the shop and, well, the helipad. Of course, we've got a helipad, right? We need to have a helipad. So the one thing we didn't really talk about is why we chose here. Like, what is the reason for the farm building right in this neck of the woods? And, well, we only have one person to thank for that, guys. Well, right next door, this is Gertie's house right here, folks. This is her. She took this house and she wanted to build a farm here. I told her, you know what, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it big. So she's got a small horse farm that she's built up, well, right here. I don't know what her plan is to do with this. She wanted to put horses in here. I said, you know what, we're gonna do horses. Let's do it right. Let's do it right. So Gertie's this is her house. If you guys are looking for her, she's over here. This is her place. Glad to see she's really been taking care of this front lawn. That looks fantastic. And you know what? This was her idea for business to make money originally, was Gertie's Taco Stop. I don't think I really need to say any more than that, do I? So guys, that is the $10 million horse farm we have built here. What do you guys think? I think it's time we go for a bit of a... Let me give you a bird's eye view, shall we? We'll take the heli up for a quick spin around, and we'll see what you guys think of this place. You can't really appreciate it until it's just so big. I haven't even dared to try to take a look at what the dollar value is with all the equipment either. I don't know if I ever should. That seems like it might be a bad move on my part. Anyways, let's get this thing off the ground. There we go. Up we go. And let's just go around the front, and we'll take a quick boo from that angle, shall we? Nice and easy, like. Just nice and easy. We'll spin her around. You know what? I do have to ask you a question. You can see we've got a bunch of the work trucks out front. We've got our Chev, the Ford, and the Dodge. The 2020 GMC, the 2020 Ford F350, the dually, as well as the 2020 Dodge Ram. I guess it's just the Ram now, isn't it? Dually with a crew cab there. Which is your pick? 2020 GMC, 2020 Ford, or the 2020 Ram? Oh man, that's quite the setup out front. You know what? We can't have just one. Of course, well, maybe some of you might pick the Harley in the background there. So there you have it, folks. That is the ultimate $10 million horse farm. Oh boy, I can't wait to do some farming on this. You know what? Maybe we'll just not do the farming. We'll just play. There's a ton of toys on this farm to mess with, so maybe we'll do that instead. It's just an absolute massive farm. I don't know if we've ever built a farm this big, to be perfectly honest with you. This is just something else completely, as far as I'm concerned. Just an absolute massive farm back here. So I'm pretty excited to get onto this. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Of course, we'll be back on this soon enough. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, well, you know what to do. Slap that like. Of course, don't forget to subscribe, folks. And we will catch you next time. This is Clutch from the Ultimate Farm. Over and out.